Good morning, world, or evening, or afternoon. I don't know where in the world you are, but I do know who in the world I am. My name is Tim, and this is the I am not responsible for this. Let's run that from the top. And this is the I am not responsible for this. Where's the band? They were supposed to be here an hour ago, and they were going to sing the rest of that. We'll find out where they are. But anyways, in the meantime, welcome to the I Am Not Responsible for This Content show, where you ask the questions, I give the answers, and I assume responsibility for neither. First and foremost, thank you for submitting questions. This show wouldn't be possible without your participation, and if you were within reach, I'd stick a gold star on your forehead. Seriously. Thank you so much for your contributions. If you'd like to submit questions for my next episode, hop on over to telenym.com/notresponsible-for-this-content and send me an anonymous topic that you would like for me to give my opinion on. Formalities behind us. Let's get this show on the road. This episode is called Not an Advisor Giving Advice. I am many things, but I am not qualified to give you advice. Remember, it's all in the name of the podcast. I am not responsible for the questions you've asked me, nor am I responsible for the answers. The opinions that I express in the following episode are parody and are not to be taken seriously. Please do not try any of the suggested stunts at home. I cannot be held liable if you do. After all, I am not responsible for this content show. There you guys are. Where were you guys? The episode before this one had no theme whatsoever, and what a wild ride that was. Setting a theme for my second episode and getting my audience to follow it was like herding cattle with a blind sheepdog while riding on a three-legged horse. For those of you who followed directions and submitted questions asking me for advice, your parents must be so proud of you, following directions and whatnot. And for those of you that missed the bus and thought that we were still doing a no-prompt episode, don't worry. Your parents are still equally proud of you, and there's a quick-fire segment at the end for any questions I received that didn't suit the theme. I couldn't fit all of those into my podcast, but I did try to answer each one privately on Telenym. Some of these were simply too good to pass up on, so I thought I'd give them proper homage by dedicating an entire segment to them. And boy, do we have advice to give. You've done it again. You've given me a run for my money. And I don't have enough money. Because you guys are not liking or subscribing to my content. So that really speaks to the questions you've asked me. Thank you so much for your submissions. And without further ado, I bring to you Episode 2. Hey man, I need your help. Talking to this girl who likes ripped dudes. Should I just lie about being into fitness? Lying to a fitness junkie about being into fitness is like jumping into a white robe and slipping into the emergency room, hoping that looking the part will land you a cute nurse. You'll be getting 25 to life, but not with that nurse. The gym is practically its own pocket dimension. Its inhabitants speak a language foreign to its tourists. You'd have better luck flying to Spain and applying to be a barista. What are you going to do when your gym buddy asks if you want to do power cleans? Grunt aggressively while scrubbing the equipment with a microfiber cloth? Do you know the difference between a gluteus minimus, medius, and maximus? Or are these all just cosmetic spell names from Harry Potter, cast to make your butt shrink or grow? Gluteus maximus! Yeah, there's no way you're getting away with that act. And I give it 1 hour tops. How do you handle hearing lies about yourself from others? Buy one of those cool sticky hands that you win with tickets at the arcade, and then slap that person with it. Unless they are just telling you the lie and don't believe it themselves. Then, find out who is spreading this heinous rumor about you. Buy one of those cool sticky hands that you win with tickets at the arcade, and then slap that person with it. Twice. That sound effect was made right here in my living room. Homemade sound effects just hit different, don't they? Especially when you're hitting yourself. Someone in my life continues saying sorry but keeps hurting me. What do I do? I'm sorry you're going through that. Really? Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I hope that my apology magically fixed that for you, random listener. What? You're still going through that? I said I was sorry, didn't I? You see where I'm going with this? Let me rephrase the question for you. If I touched an oven and it burned me, but the oven promised that it would stop burning me, but it isn't, and I'm still getting burned, what do I do? Stop touching the oven. You might really like that oven. It might be the chrome-plated 8-burner stove of your dreams. It might smell like a homemade apple pie. It might have the best butt that you have ever seen on an oven. But unless that oven starts going to therapy and really shows some improvements, it's not going to stop burning you. It's an oven. They do make ovens with safety features nowadays, and I would consider replacing it with one of those. Would I benefit from seeing a therapist? If you're the same person that asked me about the oven, I would say yes. But if you're not, I cannot answer this question. I'm not a therapist. But if you have to ask, you probably should see a therapist. Tell you what, book a therapist and then ask them if you would benefit from seeing a therapist. How's that for advice? Any tips for a good diet? Throw away all of your junk food. Your chips, your cookies, your 3 tubs of ice cream. Don't donate it to a food drive. You'll just give some poor homeless guy type 2 diabetes. No, incinerate it. And then replace it with cotton candy grapes, or blueberries, or strawberries. We all have one fruit that makes us feel like royalty. One fruit that we look at in the grocery store and think, dang, $7? And then walk right past it and drop 4 bags of chips into our cart. Skip the chips and buy that fruit. And then lay naked on your couch and drop them into your mouth. And for best effect, do this as a hired muse for a painting class. Just be sure the painting class knows you're coming. How do you deal with feeling jealous when a friend is better at something than you? Wow, my friend is so much better than me at juggling flaming torches. Instead of secretly wishing they'd light themselves on fire, try to focus that energy into positivity instead. Try this. My friend being able to juggle like that proves that juggling like that is possible. I can't wait to get better at it, and I also don't hope that they light themselves on fire. See, use that initial jealousy as motivation. The people that are better than you at something only prove that you too can be good at it. Also, wishing for people to catch on fire is generally frowned upon. The rest of these questions revolve around love, relationships, and girlfriends. After reading through these questions, one thing was blatantly clear. Y'all need help. But there's no need to fear. Single man in his 30s is here. Sorry, I just tripped over my cape. Anyways, you could not have picked a less qualified person to answer these questions. But as a bachelor, I find myself to be a bit of an expert on these things. So buckle your seatbelts and prepare yourself for the roller coaster of emotional unintelligence to come. What would you do if your girlfriend blames you for everything? Are you a man? Everything is your fault. It's why we exist. If you exist and you have a wiener, it's your fault. But you specifically, the person who submitted this question, everything is without a doubt your fault. I spilled my cup of coffee the other day and instantly blamed you. The inevitable heat death of the universe is completely on you. But seriously, here's some advice for you. Stay one step ahead of your girlfriend. Whatever she blames you for, take note and then give her full reign over that decision the next time it comes around. Give her more agency. She didn't like the restaurant you picked? Let her pick the next one. She didn't like the movie? Movie night is now on her shoulders. And what that means is the next time she says, I didn't really like that movie, you can say, me neither, honey. I'm sure you'll pick a better one next time. Or if she goes, that food made my tummy hurt, you can say, aw, I'm sorry, love. You told me the food here would be really good, but I'm sure the next spot that you pick will be much better. See, right now, she's playing checkers. So you need to start playing chess. Do I think it can mess things up in a friend group if people catch feelings for each other? Absolutely. How selfish of you to have feelings for someone in your friend group. What about the greater good of the group? I can't believe you betray everyone like this. I'm going to tell them all right now. I can't even believe you would do that. How could you? How often should misunderstandings happen in a relationship? Mathematicians across the globe are still racing to find the answer to this age-old question. If I could give you a finite value of misunderstandings that should be had in a relationship, I would be giving that number to you on a podium before accepting a Nobel Peace Prize. Such a number doesn't exist. Well, it does. In algebra, it's notated as the letter I, an imaginary number. The question that you should be asking yourself is not, how often should misunderstandings happen? It's, how often don't misunderstandings happen in my relationship? Because every relationship has misunderstandings. And if yours does not, that is highly suspicious. Someone's hiding something. It could be an extra stash of chocolate chip cookies, or it could be a knife behind their back, waiting for an opportune moment to strike. Who knows? Not you. And that should terrify you. Should I focus on looks or personality when meeting someone new? You put lipstick on a pig, and you still got a pig, as Ma used to say. Personality would be the good Samaritan thing to say here, wouldn't it? And my mother's listening. But I'm going to go on a proverbial limb and say neither. Sorry, Mom. Here are the top 3 things that you should look for in a partner. Number 1, old money. When you're out shopping for a partner, make sure that they're from ancient money. Pharaoh money. If they're self-made, great. We love to see a good success story. But life insurance by proxy is the name of this game. Picking a partner is like picking a career. Make sure the benefits are worth the hours you're going to be putting in. Number 2, do they snort when they laugh? We all love us a Lil Miss Piggy or a Senor Mr. Pig. And if they don't sound like they need life support every time they laugh, it's not worth it. Find you a little Miss Piggy today and go wee 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 all the way home. Number 3, a nice butt. This should have been first, but I am too lazy to cut and paste it up there. Every buttocks is beautiful in its own way. They're each a snowflake of flesh, fat, and muscle. Big booty, small booty, wide booty, double wide booty. Whatever you like. There are an entire plethora of butts out there for you. And a great life insurance policy means nothing if you have to spend that life with flapjacks that you don't enjoy. Let's be real. We all love butts. So when picking a partner, it's very important to closely examine their hindquarters. After all, whichever butt you choose is the one you'll be looking at for the rest of your life. What's the best way to know if you can still be friends with someone after they revealed their feelings a while ago? I'm not even going to turn this into a comedic bit. Just ask. Don't make it weird. I just started talking to a girl, but my girlfriend is against open relationships. Do you think that I should just lie for now? Man, I don't even know what to make of this question. First of all, is that an ice cream truck? Oh, it's a clown car. Huh. I can't tell you the last time I saw one of these. Oh my god, it's coming right at us! Whoa, wait. Who are you? And why did you just crash into the studio?
My name is Bonzarini von Squeakyfit the Clown. 13-time heavyweight clown champion.
Yeah, the rubber nose, the painted face, that makes a lot of sense. Please excuse my ignorance, but I've never seen a clown with a six-pack. You're jacked, bro. You know, you didn't have to crash through the studio like that, though. What are you doing here? I didn't plan on having special guests until episode 10.
Someone said that they were the biggest clown in the country, and as the 13-time heavyweight clown champion, I took that very personally.
That is a rather big championship belt. Could you use the door next time, Mr. Bozo?
That's Mr. Bozo to you.
That's what I mean, yes, sir. Sorry, Mr. Bozo. Wait, no one said anything about being a clown. Oh. Yeah, they kind of did, didn't they?
Give me that microphone. Listen here, Buster. Cheating on your girlfriend. There's not enough room in this town for the two biggest clowns. Only one biggest clown in this town. I will bend you up and I'll tie you into a balloon animal. But that would be such a big waste of your talent. If you need a job, you call us. I'm gonna leave my number. If you want the clown around, you do it for money. You're not even getting paid for your work. Anyways, give me a call. Goodbye. For now. I'll be back.
Well, I guess that answers your question. If you need a job, he left me his business card. Let me know if you need the info. And I guess I'll be doing the rest of this podcast with a clown car-sized hole in my wall. What do you think if someone I just started dating is already planning our future together? If they're already coming up with wedding napkin hashtags on date 2, you might want to tell them to slow their roll. Now, if she's coming up with names for your children, always supply your own condoms. Do not trust any from her. Is love bombing common in online dating?
We're meant to be together. We're twin flames. You complete me. I don't know how I could live without you. You're my world.
Oh yeah. Online dating is like a minefield of love bombs waiting to be triggered. Be careful in there, soldier. You might wind up with a leg blown off by love at first sight. Or PTRS from someone that you didn't get to know first. I am worried about a partner's ex. What does this mean? No two exes are the same. But every ex has something in common. They're gonna give it to you. But no, really. Here's a statement that applies to every ex. An ex is where we thought the treasure was buried. 'Twas no booty in that plunder. Or alright, maybe some booty was salvaged, but not worthwhile treasure. X doth not mark the spot, matey, but it sure does make for an angry pirate. If your partner is still talking to their ex, they should also join the X Club. Call now and get your ex today. Now, if they're not talking to that ex, or if you don't know and you're still worried about them, buy your partner a new cell phone as a spontaneous act of love. Make sure it's an upgrade to what they have now. The newest 7G phone with 1 million billion megapixels and 16 selfie cameras. Tie a new line to it. And if that X somehow gets the new number, problem solved. And remember, kids, this program was brought to you in part by the letter X. What do you think about a person who wants to take revenge after a breakup? A man and a woman sit on a park bench, teary-eyed, gazing at each other one last time. We sure did have a good run, didn't we? He manages a laugh.
We sure did, babe,
she whispers, stifling a sob.
So it's over?
It's over, he whispers. It has to be. I loved you while I had you, but loving you now means letting you go. Nodding, she pulls him into one last hug before the two of them stand and walk their separate ways. Both looking one last time at each other, but not at the same time. And then they moved on. Yeah. A civil breakup seems like such a cinematic fantasy, doesn't it? Breakups can be explosive, gutting, heart-wrenching. Lies are exposed, feelings are screamed, betrayals are unearthed, and love is lost. So wanting revenge after a sloppy breakup? Girl, I completely get it. Or man, but it is more fun to say girl for questions like these. So if they did you dirty? Sneaking nails under 3 of their tires seems therapeutic, no? Make sure it's 3, because insurance pays for 4. Spray painting every window on their house black would be an amazing way to spend a Friday's Eve. But you should take the high road and let Karma do her job. Karma apologizes for any delays. She's experiencing a high call volume at the moment, but promises that she will reach them as soon as she can. And that concludes the advice column. Advice from not an advisor. I had so much fun answering these, and I learned so much more about all of you than I'm comfortable with knowing. Seriously, I'll be telling my therapist about every one of you. And hey, she's looking for referrals. Send me an anonymous ask for her info. Sign up. Please, just sign up for therapy. This next segment is my quickfire segment. Y'all are some rootin' tootin' question shootin' suckers, but let me let you in on a little secret. See, I'm the best answer slanger there ever was in this part of the West, and I ain't even in the West, that's just how good I am. You root 'em, you toot 'em, and I shoot 'em. Are some jobs just for guys? No. Women can do anything men can do, but better and prettier. How do you keep in shape? Bold of you to assume I identify as a shape. Eat, pray, lift, and creatine. Way is the way. What do you feel like eating right now? I had an answer for that, but I did the good Lord a kind service, and I deleted that answer. Do I have a favorite character in the show Friends? Why, yes, I do. I find Sheldon particularly funny. Am I open or am I shy? I'm really shy. Was thinking about starting a podcast, but I don't know, it'd just be a lot of talking. Do I have any pets? I have a pet mannequin, and her name is Charlotte. Is there a time of day that is the hardest for me? 9, because 7 ate it. Are you a person who talks about relationship problems with friends? If I'm talking with a friend about it, she's my ex now. True or false? You never text first, ever. True, but I always text last. I always want the last word, and I always get it. If I said family isn't my top priority, would you still be cool with dating me? Well, I'm a man who knows what he wants, and he wants a baby, so I would be inclined to say no, ma'am. Just started seeing this new girl, and I cheated on my ex. Do you think that I should tell her if she asks about it? What in the critter fritter titter committer are you talking about over there? How you cheating on an ex? Whatever you smoking, pass me some of that, 'cause I'ma need it after reading that humdinger of a question. Cheating on an ex, that's ridiculous. How do you feel about dating a friend? That's usually how dating starts there, fella. What is your opinion on driving fast? Sometimes, if I really want the wind whipping through my hair, I go 5 over, 'cause I'm a rebel. Anything over 5 over, and you're a real nut job. What is going on between you and this one person? Oh yeah, me and that one person. We're talking about this one thing while doing completely another thing, which could be something, but could be nothing at all. Thanks for asking. And that concludes the match and cut. I can't thank you all enough, can I? I feel like I've thanked you a few times in this episode. Yeah, I think I've thanked you enough. But just to be sure, thank you all one last time for your participation and for your questions. I couldn't do it without you. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you're listening. Seriously, if you made it this far, I feel like you have to have had enough fun to click 2 buttons. Do it now. Hey. Squeaky Von, you know what? That bit is over. You are safe from Squeaky Von Clowngerman, or whatever his name was. He's not real. Or is he? Anyways, please hit that like button, follow, and subscribe to prove you made it this far. Leave a comment answering your favorite question in the episode. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the 3rd episode.